Hello, you lovelies. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad. Uh, and tonight we're having a Venus transit. Venus is about to enter Cancer, the star sign of Cancer, at the 30th of July. That will be almost midnight, 11:57 p.m. And it's going to stay there all the way up until 25th of August around noon. That will be 12:27 p.m. this time around. So 26 days is going to be the transit of Venus. And that is what we're gonna, or what I am going to do in this live stream, and you are welcome to watch and listen to it. I'm going to examine how Venus is going to affect us through tarot. And the first thing that I'm usually doing, that I'm going to do tonight as well, that is the collective reading. And if you do want to examine the cards for yourself, you can do so taking a closer look to the thumbnail of the live stream. I'm going to show the cards anyway, and the first one that I drew, I pre-drew the cards so I can use them for the thumbnail. But the first one that I drew, that is Page of Swords. Second card that came up, it is a Five of Pentacles. And third one that came up, that is Page of Cups. Those three cards. So Venus, this Venus transit is going to hit mainly into our social life, or into the social life of everyone. And what Venus is going to, I would say, activate is the sense of stubbornness, if I might put it that way. So most of the, say, enterprises and undertakings that everyone is going to have will require a teamwork. And the issue due that transit, the issue due Venus in Cancer is going to be that everyone is going to have their own idea how that undertaking should go forward, and that this going forward of the undertaking will require some adaptations, let's put it that way. And no one is going to be willing, out of the goodness of their heart, to do those adaptations. So these 26 days will call for a great it's sacrifice, a great sacrifice, a great compromise from whatever side into the team, so things can move forward. And if your colleague doesn't want to consent, then maybe you will. That is, of course, your choice. If you don't, then nothing is going to move forward. The reason why that's going to be the case is because everyone is going to be convinced that, the right move forward is their idea, or I should say that they have, can I put it into words? Everyone will think that it is right. And for the most part, that's going to be the case as well, because the move forward, or the correct move forward, is going to be anyone's guess. And as your strategy can work, so their strategy can work too. And it all comes to that: who's going to be the one taking the step back and allowing the other, to push forward, to move forward, if you will. So that will be the tough part of Venus in Cancer. It will be very difficult to get along with those that we work with, those that we're friends with, those that we socialize with. Luckily, it doesn't apply to intimate relationships. Venus in Cancer, at least according to my cards, it almost will not going to affect our personal relationships whatsoever. And even if it does, this is also going to be connected with the social circle, where there is going to be a disapproval of what kind of friends we are going along with from our spouse, and as we are also going to grow disapproving to their choices and selection of friends. Now, on a positive note, Venus in Cancer is going to be a transit in which we are never going to be alone into whatever we are doing, and even in the darkest hour of our growth and of our undertakings, there is always going to be someone that will be willing to lend us a helping hand, even if they don't understand and they can't fathom the enterprise that we are pushing forward. It's just through the next 26 days, from the most unlikely places, a help and support is going to come about, and which is going to cause for a very, very unlikely alliances, at least for the time being, because I don't think that they are going to last for very long, but they will do the job. So that was the collective reading. Now a few notes about the show. There are going to be 12 readings, just like this one, and they are going to be dedicated to the star signs. It's important to listen as for your sun sign that everyone is doing. That is the sign you're born under. So to your moon sign, that is where your moon is into your natal chart, and also your rising sign. That sign is determined by your exact hour of birth, because the moon sign is going to provide information how you're going to feel dealing with the material stuff like situations, people, and so on and so forth. The rising sign is a guidance reading. Through it, you can get an idea what is going to be the best way to move forward and to handle stuff around. As for the sun sign, it's obvious, it gives you an idea what kind of a undertaking, situations, enterprises, and so on are going to happen to you. So with that said, bear in mind that these are going to be generalized readings. For a personal one, you can go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below. If you do enjoy the show, you can support it by subscribing for the channel, leaving a like, comment on the video as well, if you feel the need to do so. And also, if you think that these videos can help someone you know, you can share it with them as well. And finally, if you do wish to support the stream financially, you can do so using Super Chat or a PayPal. The link of PayPal you're also going to find in the description down below. And anyone who does so is going to have a reading at the end of the stream. That is pretty much guaranteed. So Yasmin, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Yasmin. At the end of the stream, you're going to have your personalized reading. Let me put you in. All right. Okay. So the first star sign, that will be Aries. And you can keep up with what star sign I'm reading for through the glyph being displayed right there, my right hand side. And let me shuffle. All right, the first one for Aries, that will be Queen of Swords. Second card, that will be the World. And finally, we do have Page of Cups. So for you, Aries, that transit of Venus is gonna make up a person to open up a situation with you that was considered closed. Like it could be, for example, an agreement that you thought settled, but this individual from the other side, that person from the other side, it's unhappy the conditions and reopens the subject. It could be a reopening of a court case, for example, or it may have also a positive impact. And the thing that or the situation that I'm thinking of is, imagine this: you lost a client because you couldn't reach to an agreement, and they are coming back to reopen the case and try again to reach up into an agreement. Now, what you need to know about that person is that they do not accept failure at all. That is on their part. And there is some kind of an additional information that they are coming to you with, and that additional information changes a lot the environment and also the foundation that you can make those negotiations. Hopefully this is going to be an alliance, but that person doesn't want things to change in a negative way, and they are coming back to reopen the case so they can extend the previous flow, how things were going forward. In some seldom cases, that may be reopening conversations for a relationship that had been broken. That is, again, just for example. But it's important to know that this person is willing to do whatever it takes to get the subject into a new perspective, new old perspective that will serve them a good purpose. Hopefully is going to serve your purpose as well. Next star sign, that will be Taurus. Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, Four of Swords. Venus in Cancer is going to push you, Taurus, to make a strong efforts into getting to, I was about to say to know someone, not exactly though. Getting someone to understand you, and these are truly going to be a really, really strong efforts, because up until this point, no matter what you said, it's just the other side can't really fathom, and they just don't want to put themselves into your shoes, and try to understand the situation that you are pretty much in. And so into the next 26 days, through multiple conversations, you are going to prove yourself to be a rather faithful companion to that individual, which is going to open up their mind, or in other words, they're going to start looking outside of the box, and that will allow you to be able to explain yourself very well to them. And this time around, even if they do not agree with your standpoint, they will fully fathom where you're coming from. Another thing for Venus in Cancer for you is that through also some consultations this time that you are going to make with the professionalists, how can I put it into words? You will make, or rather like you're going to cross some lines, personal lines that are that is lines that are happening to be some limits you have bestowed upon yourself. Like, for example, I don't know, not to work extra time. It's a limit that that someone can impose upon themselves. Limit that is obstructing them of kind of like growing into their job. That is just for example. And through consulting yourself with professional help, you are going to break those limits, which is going to open up a lot of options available in front of you to keep forward and to improve your life significantly. Next one, that will be Gemini. Hey, Linda. Welcome to the stream. Hello, May. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands. This Venus transit either is going to turn out to be a breakthrough or a very big problem. The reason for that, at least according to these cards, is that you're gonna end up dealing with someone, with a person. It could be a man, it could be a woman. Tarot does not disclose gender. These are archetypes. Now, the thing about this person is that they are very inconsistent in terms of proceeding forward. What I mean is that they are keep on going with the undertaking for as long as they do maintain interest in it, but as soon as their interest drops, they're moving into the next thing, and they don't care what they are leaving behind. Okay, what kind of consequences they're leaving behind. And the appearance of that person is going to cause a lot of uncertainty, is the best way how I can describe it. So once they do appear in your enterprise, the end result pretty much can be literally anything, and they will bring a lot of change, a lot of around turns into it. And so it comes to that, whether you can be opportunistic or not to take on these surprising events and transform the failing aspects of your enterprise into successful aspects, into winning aspects. The issue is that this individual is very inconsistent, is prone to skip steps. By the look of these cards, their strategies, their maneuvers, and in generally their life is overly complicated, and it's someone that cannot be relied on for a very long time. For now, it does look like that they are going to do the job. Well, they will present an opportunity for you to do your job or to do the job, but it will take a lot, okay, and it will be constantly stressful. And as well, I don't know, I can't vouch by the look of the cards that even if the matter gets resolved and you are able to transform these failing aspects into successful ones, it will be something that is going to last. So if you want to maintain that collaboration, whether intimate one or whether business one, you're also going to constantly do stuff to keep their interest high into you or into your relationship or into your business as well. Because the moment they find something more interesting, you are out of the picture. Okay, Cancer. Nine of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. And then is Two of Wands. Those three cards. So it's about shortcuts, you taking shortcuts, and breaking. I do apologize. Sorry about that. Breaking some rules. So what will happen here is that you will realize that you aren't as far as you can be. You aren't as say as successful as you can be, and the reason for it is because you keep up to every single rule, even a small one, even a negligible one, even the one that nobody really cares about. And so in this Venus transit into your star sign, you will become more prone to not to break the rules, but to skim those that are irrelevant to your situation and that are, how can I put it into words, that are only slowing you down and only are bringing negative consequences. So what will happen as a result is that you are going to step on already good accomplishments and good achievements that are existing, and you will expand on those accomplishments and as well on those achievements. No different than, I don't know, the speed limit sign that it is in the middle of nowhere, that just literally there is no reason to oblige for it, because probably it was put there when the situation was different, when this was a very busy highway. Now, because new one is built, no one is really driving through it, so no one is maintaining or is obliging the sign other than you, and that is keeping you slower than the rest. Not this time around. You overcome your fear of the, I don't know, breaking the rules, and you will do it this time around, and it does look like that is going to pay off big time. Okay, next one, that will be Leo. And if any of you guys decides to support the stream and the channel through Super Chat or PayPal, which link you can find in the description down below, is going to get a personalized reading at the end of the stream. And if their donation doesn't carry any inquiry with it, then the reading is going to be how Venus is going to affect you personally. So next one, that will be Leo. And the first card for Leo, that will be Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Overall, really good influence of Venus is going to meet you or introduce you with a person whom is very meticulous. That person very meticulous, very tidy as well, if you will. It maintains a maintain. It maintains a very simple way of doing things and very simple way of interacting with people. So there won't be any complicated and sophisticated situations in between you two. Literally, you're always going to know what they think, what their intentions are, and how they plan to keep on moving forward. So the interaction or the relationship that is going to forge in between you two, that may be intimate relationship, it may be friendship, it may be business relationship, is going to be situational for the different Leos. But either way, it will be very harmonious. And this person is going to be a part of how can I put it into words? Well, I will say it that way. Without them, you cannot further your goal, at least not for now. So they are going to happen to be an important part of your ability to keep on developing what you are developing right now, whether you're developing your love life or whether you're developing your career, social, and so on and so forth. The problem is going to be that they just don't listen. Okay, you may see that they are not doing things right, say it that way, or there is a better way how to manifest, and you share it with them and they just don't listen. They don't want your opinion, they don't want your advice, they don't want your critic. They just want you to stay aside, watch, listen, and support if you can. And at some point you are gonna grind your teeth looking what they're doing, not being able to sway them one way or another with your experience, say, or with your advices. Okay, next one, that will be Virgo. Knight of Cups, the Hangman, Ace of Wands. So according to these cards, you are breaking someone's heart. Now, depending on your situation, and here is my personal opinion, depending on your situation, that may be completely reasonable. Okay, because you may be in a situation where you have a beautiful family, children, you love your wife or your husband, and you're breaking someone's heart because you aren't with them and you can't be with them because you have devoted yourself to another. That's totally fine. So what happens here is the due that transit of Venus. This individual, it could be a man, it could be a woman. Again, because just because you see Knight of Cups, that doesn't mean it's a man. It could be a woman as well. This person will do anything they can to catch your attention and to make things work. Now, unfortunately, with the Hangman being there, they can't do much. Okay, and how you are going to recognize them is by seeing them very, I don't know exactly the English word. Let me try to find it so you can get my point across better. It's not something that is used very frequently, at least I don't use it. I don't hear using it into my language, into my native language. very frequently. No, that's subdue. Yeah, probably is that one crestfallen. Oh, it's just doesn't have a doesn't have any enthusiasm and any energy for anything. They just don't want to do anything, you know. So lonesome also may be the word as well, but crestfallen, let's use that one. So you're going to see them being always crestfallen, and the reason for that is because, you know, in their mind they have tried everything and just nothing worked. And at least for these 26 days, they will have other options in front of them. Okay, other options to fall in love or to go out dating. But they will not gonna take them. At least not for now. Because at least for these 26 days, you are gonna happen to be everything that they have ever wanted. Now, how you are gonna use that, it's entirely up to you. Just so you know that Venus is going to meet you, or is going to deliver you a person that at least for now uh, you are the dream of their life. Hey, good morning, Miss Devon. Welcome to the stream. Right, next, Libra. Going to work, Miss Devon. The Magician for Libra. Next one is going to be the Hangman, and the third one that will be the Devil. Hmm. Give me a minute. News Devon, thank you for the £5. Thank you, News Devon. At the end of the stream, you're gonna have a personalized reading on your inquiry. I have to use the Lenormand system for that, just so you know, not the Taurus system. It's a very bizarre reading for Libra. So here what happens, in these 26 days, probably in more than one interaction or more than one relationship, you will have the opportunity and the chance to play a charade, and through that to play a certain role, and through that to manipulate the individuals to do your bidding. But at least according to these cards, you will resist that temptation, or if it is something you are currently doing, because for many of you that's going to be the case, you're going to step out of this role, and instead you will choose to be yourself. And you are going to realize with awe that it's simply better, because you will find that there are more people liking and loving you for who you truly are, rather than as many people that are that are liking you for someone who you are pretend to be. I mean, for someone that is trying to align with their lifestyle, for example, with their day-to-day routine and so on and so forth. And that way, by stepping out of this obsequious role, you're going to build a higher, or high rather, personal sovereignty, personal standing, and you will have a better ground to make demands, okay, and in generally to lead a equal, or rather like to lead negotiations on equal terms, whether these are to be intimate negotiations about your intimate life or negotiations about your career life. You will have just a better standing. And in these 26 days, Libra, you will be prone to do what is right rather than what is going to benefit you personally. Oh, oh, I hope you have speedy recovery. You said something few streams ago that you're going to have a surgery, I remember. All right, next, Scorpio. Six of Pentacles, the Lovers, and then is Knight of Wands. I'm glad to hear, yes, Devon. Very irritating Venus transit for us, the Scorpio. The reason for it is that we will be, I will use that term, so we are going to be blocked in terms of growth, and you won't be able to pass a certain point no matter what we do. That is because for us, the hierarchy is going to step on our necks and pretty much is going to push us down. And again, no matter what we do, we are not going to be able to evolve over a certain point. Now, the good thing it is that beneath that point, we are going to face no issues and no difficulties really, and even more, we are going to have time and also spare resources to address issues that we are facing up until this point. Now, the real problem is going to be that nothing we do is going to feel like something that we have to and something that we want to. So basically, we're going to have a little reason, or we are going to find a little reason to do anything or to try anything new, all right, or to have an enthusiasm to grow even further, whether career-wise or whether relationship-wise. And so what we are going to be prone of doing is quitting and giving up, starting up something, seeing that, you know, it's neither what we have to do, it's neither what we want to do, so why should we do it at the first place, right? And backing away. So nothing wrong with that, for as long as we cover up our responsibilities. So it will be annoying transit for us, Scorpio. Okay, next, that will be Sagittarius. First one is Queen of Wands. Second card for Sagittarius is Ace of Swords. And third one is going to be Four of Wands for Sagittarius. That will be major transit for you guys, because a person is going to tell you the truth, the whole truth of it, which is going to shed a light over your situations, plural, in your life, and is going to give you a accurate diagnosis, you know, how far you are in them, and how you stand in them as well, and what are your options available into those situations. What are your best options available, and what important aspects needs to be attended to, so you can finalize these cycles of growth, so to speak. So literally, this is going to be a person who is going to give you the recipe of how to push things forward and how to succeed in general. Whether you're going to listen to them or not is entirely up to you, but the conversations you're going to have with that person, or a conversation that you're going to have with that person, is going, you can't miss it. It's going to be brutally honest and very not subtle, but well, it's not going to be amicable, that's definitely. It will be um, the best word I can find is like naked, in a sense that nothing is going to be spared. Literally nothing is going to be spared. And so, yeah, you may hear some unpleasant things about you, about how you conduct, about how you, for example, dress, or how you look, and so on and so forth. But also with these critics, you're going to be given a recommendations that are going to be in the bullseye. And best thing you can do is take them under consideration and fulfill as much as you can, because through fulfilling these recommendations, you will be able to finish your current cycles of growth, move to the next ones, and that will move you into the next level. Next, that will be Capricorn. Four of Cups, Three of Wands, Page of Swords. This transit, at least according to these cards, Capricorn, this transit is going to be the end of an undertaking that you are currently keeping on with. And that will be by your conscious decision. It's not going to be because you are, for example, kicked out of job or you are left alone. If anything, you will be the one quitting or you're going to be the one leaving. And the reason for it, at least according to these cards, is that you will see no, how can I put it into words? No reason to keep forward with it because you just don't see any progress whatsoever. It's that you are, how can I put it into words? Trying different stuff and you're getting all of the same result. And literally that result is not going to be enough for you anymore. It was enough before, not anymore. And so according to these cards, in this Venus into Cancer or moving into Cancer, you are going to start seeking your happiness elsewhere. And I think by the look of them, it is that you're going to find where that elsewhere is. If your labor gives fruits, basically the garden that you are putting your labor in, the fruits that it is producing are now starting to taste bitter. And so you have to change the garden, if I can express myself figuratively. In order to do that and to pick the best soil for your efforts, you will have to address that situation mentally rather than emotionally. So you gotta logically and how can I put it into words, mentally start seeking for a new opportunities, because there are some that are lurking behind the corner, but you aren't seeing them right now being focused of trying new stuff in a hope to produce different results, which at least according to these cards isn't happening in your current undertakings. Okay, next, that will be Aquarius. King of Cups, Three of Swords, the Empress. You're going to have an offer. So Venus in Cancer will provoke an offer coming your way. Now, a couple of things about that offer is going to be about something that is with a fairly large longevity. So, for example, that offer could be accompanied with a few years of contract. You know, you sign that contract for work that it is for a couple of years, 3 years. I mean that you're going to have some security that this isn't something that is going to go overnight, right? It has a long-term plan, a plan for the distant future, and is going to have the property to ease your mind and to give you the ability now objectively to plan for your future, you to plan for your future, because there are going to be resources coming in from that offer are going to give you the stability and the ability to do so. The second thing that it's important for that offer, it is that there are going to be some assurances that certain things you don't want to happen are not going to happen, or certain things that you don't want to repeat are not going to repeat. And that way, even if that offer may be with a romantic incentive, it will feel more like a professional proposal than anything else. But the more you think about it, the more you're going to see that it's one of the most, so to speak, a perfect proposals that you are ever going to get. It is the best that you can get at this particular point, in these particular circumstances that you're finding yourself in. So literally there is no reason for you not to take it. And the last but not least, that will be Pisces. Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, Nine of Wands. Venus in Cancer is going to bring you clarity. What it's going to take, that is going to be the clarity. So just to give you an example so I can make my point across more clearer, uh, say that you share with your boss that you do want to get promoted, and your boss, under the energy of these cards, is going to tell you you want a promotion. Okay, this is what it's going to take. Okay, and it tells you what it's going to take. So you're going to have clearance. Or clarity, you're going to get clarity, and also the clearance to start performing, the clearance to meet the demands, to clearance to cover the expectations. And the best thing about this energy of Venus is that you can do it on your terms. So while the expectations are going to be set, how you're going to meet those expectations is entirely up to you. For those of you Pisces that are single, very big chance in these 26 days to end up talking or even dating, if you will, with a person that will click perfectly to your life, to your lifestyle, okay, to your wish as well. But this person comes with a package of a very big expectations again and very big demands. So whether this dating stage or whether this interaction is going to transform into a romantic relationship will be determined whether you can fulfill those demands of that person or not. And so this is going to do it for the 12 star signs. And now the super chat. So anyone who supported the stream through super chat or is about to support the stream through super chat or a PayPal, you're about to have a reading right now. So the first one, that will be Yasmin. Let me check because I haven't checked whether you do have an inquiry with your donation, Yasmin. No, you don't. So the reading is going to be how that transit is going to affect you personally. Let me put my pull out my camera preview. I'm sorry. So I am certain that you can see the cards. Those are your tarot cards. So this transit or the energy of Venus will apply to your job and to your career. And according to the cards, Yasmin, they there are going to be rough times there that will basically you're going to face situations that are much harder than they need to be, and the fault is not going to be yours, although you will do a really really good job. And while you may be a bit angry, while you may be a bit disappointed that you are making slow progress, many in your shoes wouldn't be able to make any progress whatsoever, and even more, it would have lose things out of control, right? In these situations. So despite the results that are gonna be small, you will be judged uh, by the process. So what I mean is that not how much you are able to accomplish is going to be judged, but how you are accomplishing it. And I do think that you will be, it's not exactly a reward, it's not exactly a recommendation, but like figuratively speaking, Yasmin, displayed on the wall of fame. I think that the word is accolade. So you will be accoladed and receive a recognition, written recognition, like for example, earning the reward of the employee of the month. That is just for example some kind of something like that. And this will make more and more people that you're working with to trust you and to find you, very reliable. You're going to, bottom line here, Yasmin, is that you're going to build even bigger name for yourself where you're working at, and with, for example, a client that you are working with. And this name eventually is going to start working for you as well, or that's bigger cover of your name is going to start working for you later down the road. So while you're going to have a difficult time at work to a certain extent, it's not going to be without any moral rewards that hopefully later into the future are going to transform into monetary rewards. Okay, so that was your reading, how Venus is going to affect you. And next one, that will be News Devon. News Devon wants to know what is coming our way. So let's check it out. Those are your cards. Uh, New colleague, quote unquote, new colleague that you are going to work small jobs with, at least at first. But little by little, it will come to a point to make a written agreement with that person about the jobs that you are gonna do with them and that you are gonna work with them. Another thing that it is coming your way, it is that someone will try to lie to you, but it will be such a well well thought not well thought of lie that you are gonna see it miles away, and it's just is going to be super unsuccessful. It will be embarrassing for the one that is trying to lie to you. It will be very awkward for them, and I think that they're gonna end up being humiliating themselves. But the primary thing that is coming your way is someone that you're gonna end up working with. First small jobs, but they're gonna grow in time. So with that said, guys, this is gonna do it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much as well for your generosity. And we're gonna see each other next time, which is going to be next Thursday. Thursday is 31st. So what we have, you're welcome, Yusivone. Actually, Thursday we do have a quite a lot of time without any transits. So Thursday probably I'm gonna do what do we need to know. That is going to be a guidance readings for the star signs, and yeah, we're gonna see each other at that point. And I wish you to have a great week ahead, and see you next time. Until then, bye.